Welcome to Elitila Daily Letters, daily episodes. We are here to enlighten you, to teach you, to give you the wisdom of life from the lenses of the Creator. Welcome. History became legend. Legend became a myth, and the myth was shunned and regarded as fiction. Men were lost in their so-called reality, and they read history as a means of escape. What was meant to be taught down the generations became a fictional story used by people for relaxation and enjoyment. The lessons within the story were never taken serious, for they were thought to be unrealistic. While men chased their so-called reality, they lost their grip on the original. Their origin became lost and forgotten, yet none saw the vanity in the so-called reality. The books of many in eternity remained blank while they toiled on earth. The deities pitied the mortals, for they saw the vainness and the vanity of what the mortals were doing. The mortals, because they could not see what they were doing, they could not understand the vanity of what they were doing, they continuously toiled in what they thought was more realistic, in what they thought was more purposeful, in what they thought was their purpose, in what they thought was their very real definition of life. Deities watches in pity as men destroyed themselves, as men spoiled themselves, as men became the destroyers of men, as men became death itself, the destroyer of worlds. Intoxicated in their own knowledge, they forgot the knowledge of the one who created them. Deep they sank in graves of their own digging, yet no one sensed the danger looming within. They were all busy making ends meet to think of anything else. Yet in this comfortable confusion, a bright light shone, so bright that it dissipated them all. A people living in their own terms and liking was struck with intensity so great that they couldn't keep calm anymore. They arose so to seek for the origin of the light. Some sought it to destroy it, while others sought it to worship it. Nonetheless, they all sought. But will they ever find it? When will they ever find it? And what is the probability of them finding it? And when they find it, what will they do with it? Questions loomed in the questions and in the minds of the ones who could see what no one could see. History forgotten is the demise of a generation. Once a generation loses focus on their history, they cannot write their future. For understanding of history brings in the writing of a future. The future cannot be written with the past mistakes, for the past must be studied and the mistakes corrected for a future to be crafted. A craftsman must understand the previous craftsmanship works for them to bring in a new invention that has never been there. For us to bring a future to humanity that is not repeated the mistakes of the past, we gotta stand our history. If history is forgotten, there is danger of elimination of a people's culture. Once a people's culture is eliminated, a people's meaning is lost. And once a people's meaning is lost, life becomes an unbearable torture to them. The illusion of control clouds many, and they lose their way to the source. The source can only be found by those who are free, for the source in itself is freedom. For he did not come to condemn, he came to save. He was anointed to set the captives free. For humanity to be free, they gotta look at the mirror, they gotta look at the lenses, and they gotta look at themselves from the lenses of the Creator, the one who made the heavens and the